Hello, Dimitris.
Hello, Hauptmann. How are you?
Oh yes, I'm fine. It's winter time in Germany.
Well, here in Chicago, we have a winter storm, so
Oh, okay.
so it's a
In
lot.
Germany, in Bavaria, now it's a little bit warmer. Over 0 degree, 6 degree. And you have a storm?
Yeah, not in Chicago, in the US.
Okay.
So hope you will warm me up, man. I'm counting on you.
You stay at home and hear metal music.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Speaking of which, when did you decide to put together a covers album? I mean, did you get a great feedback from those covers you had in the special edition of Memento Mori?
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. We had a great, big feedback, positive feedback in the 11th Commandment, 2020, and there are the first 7 songs on a bonus track album, and we decided to have a more bonus track album on the Memento Mori album, and then we had 14 songs, and we think about now it's growing up in the English-speaking countries our name and our music, and that we make now folk metal, and we thought about we have a little bit a Feuerschwanz multiverse with cover songs, and to show some new listener, this is the world of Feuerschwanz, so here, take these cover versions, and then, when you like it, go to our own music. This is the plan.
Oh, so it's a trap, basically.
No, it's a gift.
Oh, okay. Yes. I take that back. How long did you actually work on the additional tracks?
It was especially for my colleague, the other singer, Ben Hody, the hard work to make the versions. He's the mainly producer of the songs.
Okay.
And he had much more work in the last 2 albums for the cover songs. And in the beginning, he was not so amused about it. And then the good feedback was coming, and then he said, "Okay, this is great."
So, since he put, as you said, more work or a lot of work on this, did he get to choose what songs to cover?
It's nearly the same effort to cover a song and to have our own song to produce it,
Yes,
song. No,
I understand.
So the album has for us the effect. This is our own product, and this is a support for our more working on, but we think it's a good way to visit a new band, to visit us, Feuerschwanz, the world of Feuerschwanz, and to bring the sound in the hearts of the listeners.
Right. My question was more about, because I was thinking in my mind that when you write your own music, you put that amount of work. But when you have to get another one's song, trying to adjust it in your style, that sounds to me, maybe I'm naive, more work, because it's difficult to make changes, right? And not lose the original sound.
Yes, it's for our Hody, it's a hard. It was a hard time to find out the way. And it's for every song a different way to bring it up in our sound concept.
Yes, that's what I had in mind.
Yes. But the main work was by Hody.
Okay. And especially because if you look at the bands that you took the song from, ABBA, Amon Amarth, bands that I don't even know, you have also Ghost, Powerwolf, Rammstein. So I'm thinking it's all over the place. I mean, I would love to sit where at the room, inside the room where you have these discussions, what songs to cover. That would have been interesting.
We had different ideas. In the first bonus track album, we had the idea of the 7 death sins, and the sentence was, okay, we make songs you don't cover that normally, and we make it. And it was Rammstein. It was very hard to cover this band for us, because Rammstein is so big and hard that it's not the best way to have to try it, make it bigger or harder. So we had the move or the twist to the medieval mystic sound, and then we check it up. Okay, and now it works better. Rammstein was very hard for us.
Okay. Well, let's do the other way around. What was the easiest to do?
The easiest, the most surprise for us was the product or the cover version of I See Fire. I think it was a good flow to cover it, and it was so good for us to hear now our favorite song from the Tolkien world in a rock, in a harder way, and it was very cool. I See Fire, I think, was the best flow. And Ding, it's a German song. Ding, it was very in flow too.
And for Ding, I have a specific question about, because you did release the music video for that.
Yeah, okay.
And you have the band walking. It's some sort of a choreography, right? And you have a certain way of walking inside that village. Yeah. So that will be interesting to see the band entering the stage before a show, walking like that.
Yeah, it will be a cool show. Yes. Yes, it was a little bit a joke about the rap bands and so on. And now we see special kinds of going or walking on TikTok very often.
Wow.
And it's very cool to see it, that other people make silly walks too.
So you are creating a trend. This is what you're saying.
Oh, yeah, okay, yes.
And you had Melissa Bonney on this one, right?
Yes, it was so great to have Melissa in the video, and she's so a great performer and it was so cool that she was the chief member of a girl group, and it was very, very cool to have a video with her.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was watching also the Dragostena Ding Day video, and I'm not sure I understand what's going on there, man. It's a lot.
Yes, it's a lot. It's a little bit a role play of the story of the lyrics. So the joke comes from the lyrics.
But it sounds like you have tons of fun with shooting those videos, right?
Yes, it was lots of fun. And behind the scenes, Melissa is a very relaxed. She's a very relaxed person. And when she goes in front of the camera, she blowing up everybody.
Yeah, some people have that, and this is why they are great performers, because you have to be on a certain, let's say, role when the lights come on the stage, on the video, camera, everywhere.
Yeah, this is great. She's so relaxed, and then bam.
I can understand that. Did any of the artists who wrote the original songs contacted you, like, for example, saying, "Hey man, what have you done to my song?"
Yeah, we have a little bit fear about Manowar because we heard
I see that.
about
I
it.
see that. Yes.
We heard about it that Manowar. They look around and say, "Okay, this is nice, but this is shit," and take this away from us or so. So we're a little bit okay. We hope that Manowar not come and say, "You're fucking assholes. Bring this video down," or so.
I don't know.
But I hope they like it.
So this is the only feedback you got from, anyways.
But we have no feedback of Manowar.
No. I see.
We had a nice feedback of Powerwolf. We met them on a festival in Spain, in España, this summer, and it was our first time in Spain, and it was really nice to see Powerwolf there. And they say to Hody, very good singing performance in the song Aim and Attack.
Correct.
Aim and Attack, and this was really nice.
Yeah, there are some metal covers that I believe that the Feuerschwanz sound, it's a good fit. Even though you said the Rammstein cover was difficult, I think it sounds great. The same for the Sabaton cover, it sounds great. And
the Sabaton cover was really a good flow too. It was so good to have a violin in the melody.
Yeah. So you have a very good. You can have a very good touring package and bring some of these bands. You can tour with Powerwolf, Sabaton, right? In the US. I'm thinking the US now.
Yes. We going forward step by step, and we hope there will be in future a possibility of a package or so. But now we are working to have our name in the brains of the US boys and girls, and stay metal with them. And this is our plan. And next step could be a tour.
Especially, although I'm not sure about the visa situation, because you have the band is playing in the 70,000 tons of metal, right?
I forgot it. Yes, it's our first step in the US, and we are 1 or 2 days in Miami and go to the ship, and it's the first step to meet some US fans and metalheads. US metalheads. That's great.
So I was thinking again with my naive brain, well, they are in the US. Why don't they go a little bit north?
Yes, it could be nice, but it was very spontaneously to the invitation of this trip. And we have some plans with our studio work now. And so we had a little bit time trouble. And we have a own tour in Germany on April, and we have to prepare this in March, and so on and so on.
So now that you mentioned 2023 and your time traveling thinking, have you thought about the next album with original songs?
Yes, we're working on a new studio album now.
Okay.
We have great new songs, and we want to release it in summertime.
Okay. When you're working on cover songs, is there any time that you find some inspiration to try something when you are writing the original music for the band?
Yes, it's a good question. I think we have some impulses of songs. They have a very good flow for us. For example, Dragostea, I think it's now a party song for Vikings, and it was very nice for us to have this version. And it was an inspiration for us for our own party song on the new album next year.
Okay.
Because we had a little bit problems with party feeling, because in the pandemic time we are very sad in the heart and a little bit frustrated and so on. And these songs give us new hope.
Yeah. And I like that you said a little bit frustrated, man. Everybody was a lot, and we are frustrated in other aspects. Anyways, and what about ABBA? Can we expect to see more ABBA in the music of Feuerschwanz?
ABBA was for us a little bit weird story. We had on the release of Memento Mori was in the same time a release of ABBA, the ABBA album last year. And ABBA was very strong in the charts in Germany, I think all over the world, and in Germany too. And we had a little bit going in fear. Okay, ABBA is very, very strong. We have the fear they take us the number one. And then Hody says, okay, we make a cover version when we take the number one. And it was a little bit of wonder. After Christmas, ABBA goes down in the charts, out of the top 10, I think. And then, okay, we get the number one, and then, okay, we make now a cover version of an ABBA song. And now we think it's very good to have a ABBA song in our universe.
Yes.
Universe. A little bit weird story, but very cool now.
And it was interesting to watch the video. And I'm wondering, did the monks survive at the end?
Yes.
I'm not sure if they did, right?
we sorry for the monk outfit. It was a little bit too cheap. There are some fans says, okay, it's looking not very historic or so, but it's a joke. And,
of course. Come on, man.
But it was a good time to be a monk in Mallorca. It was very cool on an island, and the sun was shining, and you have this costume, and you are free between the legs.
Well, the color is black, so in the sun I don't think it will work. However, we can always change the color. Well,
no, we have more feeling for the monks.
Okay.
For the Christians.
Okay, that's good. So, is there anything that you would like to share with us for 2023 before I will let you go?
We give out a big thanks for supporting our band of the US metalheads, and we're looking forward to have in future some concerts in the US, and we're working on it.
I wish you the best for these holidays and for the next year, Hauptmann, and hope to see you live in the States.
Thank you very much. Have a good Merry Christmas time, and so we see us next year.
Absolutely.